Happy day! It's me, Shy, the She's Not That Shy. Welcome, YouTube family. I'm here to help you achieve and be the best you can be when it comes to overcoming your fears during the audition process, public speaking, or operating in front of huge crowds. So, I'm here to give you helpful hacks and tips that will build your stage presence skills, calm your nerves, and put you at the top of your audition game. So, without further ado, let's get started. I was compelled to make this video because a lot of people I personally know struggle with speaking and performing in front of huge crowds, even when it comes to giving a speech to the bride and the groom at a wedding. Personal story. I don't want you to be discouraged and miss a huge job opportunity or position at work that comes your way all because of fears. At some level, everybody suffers from stage fright. It's just not you. Psst. By the way, I meant to tell you, I do episodes like this every week. So if you want to see weekly episodes, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified. Renee Zellweger, Nicole Kidman, Abraham Lincoln all suffered stage fright. Not to mention our beloved Barbra Streisand, singer, actress, refused to perform for the general public for 27 years. Because of stage fright, she only performed at private clubs and charity events. And let's not forget Moses from the Bible. He developed a lisp in childhood and suffered from social anxiety that made him extremely quiet and withdrawn. If Moses, just think, if Moses had succumbed to fear, he wouldn't have led the slaves out of Egypt, away from Pharaoh's evil reign, to the promised land. Now for a very special PSA from the National Institute of Mental Reports. National Institute of Mental reports that public speaking anxiety, or glossphobia, affects about 73% of the population. 73% of the population, by golly, it's not just you, eh? It's half the population. Welcome to hack number 1. The public is your friend. This is for my shy people who really want to act, sing, dance, be, or perform in front of the public eye, or found themselves in a new job role where they have to speak to a group in a board meeting type of setting. Before you are thrust into the public eye or you're on center stage, start little by little. You can do this by striking up conversation with your neighbors, at the mall, at the bus stop. This will work anywhere in public. I have a friend who is shy and she wished that she could strike up conversations and be more social in her everyday life. I told her to start little and pick at least 3 people in her apartment complex. She's lived there for about 7 years. If you pass someone by, start by saying hi or a simple good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you find yourself in a waiting room or a shopping line and let's say you see someone with really nice shoes, you can start off by giving them a compliment and say, hey, you know what? I really like your shoes. Where did you buy them? This is where the conversations will start. You can start your dialogue. This is perfect for people who aspire to be brand ambassadors or event models. Whether you're singing, modeling, acting, speaking, having all of those people can be intimidating at times. Believe me, I've been there too. Sometimes you can slightly glance at somebody in the audience and they have this strange look on their face. And that's the very thing that can and will throw you off mentally during a performance. Who knows? Maybe they can have gas. They could be trying to think if they turn the stove off at home. We never know why they're looking like that, but during your speech, their face is looking like that. Now, here's what you do. Pick a focal point you can always refer back to during your performance or your speech. Let me give an example. So just like in the boardroom, it might be the back of the room. Like if I'm looking at the camera right now, the back of the room. at the whiteboard, maybe slightly out the window. If the audience is right there, you're my audience, you're right there, slightly out the window, but you're giving a focal point, but you're slightly out the window, but you're giving a focal point. Then you might slightly give the room some attention. And your focal point could be, again, to the right or to the left. Tilt your head slightly down so you're not looking at the whiteboard over their heads. Now, sometimes you might have that one person that's giving you love in the audience. Great! I love people like that. Make them your focal point. There'll always be a few people in support of your cause. Believe me, they're there to support you more than you know. Now, everybody who knows me knows that I am the karaoke queen. I love it. One night that you're free, go to karaoke with your friends. Experience being on stage and in front of a crowd that you're unfamiliar with, keyword unfamiliar with, and sing your favorite tune. If you're not a singer, that's okay. You're like, hey, Shaw, I'm not a singer, okay? I'm an actor, I'm a model, I do presentations, I'm in the boardroom, but that's okay. The DJ has, trust me, over 500 songs that newbies can sing. Perhaps a show tune, your favorite TV show tune. Perhaps you could also do a TV song, or you could even rap, or the easiest karaoke song that they have today, tequila. When I used to bartend on Tuesday nights, it was karaoke night, and a lot of people, including some friends I had, would come by to support me. But they wanted to see people sing, but they were so nervous to sing. And so many hours would roll by, and then they got enough courage to go on stage and sing, and they gave it all they had, and they were pretty good too. And then as soon as they were done singing karaoke, they said, I want to go again. So karaoke, not only will it calm your jitters, get you used to being in front of a crowd, presenting, getting rid of stage fright, but it's oh so healing to sing your favorite song. You know what? Let's play a game. In the comments down below, let me know what song you sang at karaoke to break the ice to help you overcome stage jitters. Now, hack number 4 is something very, very important that I want to convey to you, my YouTube family, and that is don't talk yourself down. Oh, we are our worst own enemy. Don't forget, you are a boss in whatever you do. How other people see you is differently than how you see yourself. No self-sabotaging on this channel. Now, it's easy to go down the rabbit hole with bad thoughts and visions of how things are going to go horribly bad during your performance. No bad thoughts. Instead, daydream about you modeling on stage. Oh yes. And doing your turns on the runway just how you imagine them. Imagine you nailing every word and message that you're trying to convey in the board meeting. Imagine you slating and auditioning your scene just how you practiced it at home. What I do is I write encouraging quotes and inspiring Bible content to uplift myself during the day. You can do the same. Write down encouraging quotes from yourself, the Bible, or somewhere you have read. IG is full of them. See, I'm just not speaking from experience. I write this on my wall. Let me read it to you. It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my ways secure. Psalms 18:32. Hey, I'm just not speaking here. I do it as well. And now what you want to do is place them on your wall. I put mine on my vanity mirror in my bedroom, next to your TV, on your refrigerator, or post some in your car and read them out loud. This is very, very crucial. Several times a day. And after you reading it a few times a day, weeks go by, and oh, the mind, it will really water and take away all of those negative thoughts. It really, really works. It really works. Everything is mental. And if your mental psyche is off, that's when we plummet. So before your big audition, get your mental game right. You can do this by first breathing in and out 3 to 5 times. Slow breaths in and slowly release. However, this is going to be different. When you release, think of the positive outcomes you will achieve during your performance or your speech. Now, this is very crucial along with hack number 4. Nothing negative should even be in your mind, even other distractors like, what am I gonna buy for groceries? You know, I was at Marshall's and I think I'm going to get my dog Peaches that cute little tutu. I wonder if they're gonna be open and I have time after my audition to buy that. No distractors whatsoever. For every breath that you release, think about your agent calling you to say that you got the job, the audience rising to a standing ovation, or your boss giving you positive feedback on the speech that you just made. Also, before the audition presentations, it's best not to look at your phone, especially social media. You don't want anything negative to affect the positive emotions that you are having or trying to create. Now, there's things like pictures of quotes or your cat or videos of your kids that will give you inspiration and make you feel very, very upbeat. So by all means, let that be your go-to. But don't go down the rabbit hole looking at your social media. The only thing you're supposed to be doing is getting into your vibe, going over in your head what you're supposed to say, what you're supposed to do, what your cue is, and have your positivity moments and outlets and creativity in your head. And last but not least, we want you to shine. So this might sound really redundant. You've heard it before, but it is so important. Don't forget to eat. Remember what your mom used to say? Can a car run without gas? And I know this is very redundant, but however, before you're getting ready for your meeting or your audition, maybe you're going around the house and you're kind of nervous. And sometimes when we're nervous, we might not eat. Or it's a 2 p.m. audition and you're coming from work or you're coming from somewhere else and you didn't eat properly. What I like to do is I like to stash the Ritz crackers, the little snack packs, or granola bars, or even like a bag of chips in my console or my glove box, somewhere in my car. So I can have food in my car as I'm traveling to my audition. Your brain needs fuel and it needs food. So don't let yourself go out. Put a little something in your stomach, even if you're not hungry because of your nerves, so you could just have your time to shine like the star you are. So, which hack are you going to do first? I would love to hear the experience on which one helped you out. You are now seeing a video continuation of this video to furthermore help you out and keep you prepared for acting auditions. Click to learn 5 trendy hacks never to forget at acting auditions. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until then, have a wonderful week.